The following sports presentation is brought to you by the PCTV Network, powered by TELUS Vision, your hometown station. We're home for you.
It's Earth's Little Heaven, the PCTV Network. PCTV Network, your hometown station. We're home for you. That's our slogan. But I dare jest, and it's the truth, and it fits best. The PCTV Network, your number one source for local sports, with your favorite hosts, Bernie, Dave, Al, and Scott. The PCTV Network, we're home for you. It's more than a slogan, it's all true. Local programming, stream 24/7. The PCTV Network, it's Earth's Little Heaven. The PCTV Network. Check out channels 22, 28, and 98. Tune in, it's sure to be great. The PCTVnetwork.com, The PCTVnetwork.com, The PCTVnetwork.com, Make sure you support PCTV Network, PCTVnetwork.com, your hometown station.
From Ram Stadium in Royersford, Pennsylvania, the PCTV Network proudly presents American Legion Baseball. Tonight, the Red Sox of SpringCity host the Pirates of Malvern-Paoli. Hello, everyone. I'm Bernie Gallagher, joined by my partner, Coach Rod Johnson. Gus Tellis, our managing director. Welcome to the U.S. Piping pregame show, and welcome to a showdown between 1 and 2 in the Chester County League, the top two teams in the league. Rod, before we break down each team, a little bit about the stadium and the climatic conditions tonight. Never thought I'd say this in 20 years of announcing. We have a red alert. There is a definitive haze in the air.
I thought the red alert was because I was here, but maybe not. The field is beautiful as ever. They take great care of it, but they can't control what's above the field tonight. Obviously, the Canadian Fires have come in. We have a white sky, which could mean something with a white ball. Should use an orange ball maybe. But maybe when the lights go on, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But the field is in impeccable condition.
All right, let's take the breakdown, look at the newly named Pirates of Malvern-Paoli, formerly the Paoli Cardinals. They are coming in with a record of 9-3. Their coach, Bert Iams, has done an excellent job, largely comprised of players from Great Valley High School. I don't think there's anyone more qualified to talk about the culture of mainline baseball. You were a coach down there. You took your team to the regionals in New York. Tell us a little bit about baseball down there, Malvern-Paoli way.
Well, I had to do a double take when I saw the black or whatever color that is, sometimes a little colorblind. But I was there from 95 until 2003. And it was an awesome place to coach. Coached at Great Valley High School. That's where our home field was. And yes, in 2003, we went to the Nationals up in Newburgh, New York. Talent down there, strong, but there has been a merger. When I coached there, it was pretty much just Great Valley, but I believe there's a merger now that has taken place. So it'll be interesting to see the talent that they put on the field tonight.
Then we look at the SpringCity Red Sox, a proud program that's captured 2 state championships. Their head coach, Nick Rakowski, has done a fantastic job. They come in with an overall record of 12-1. A lot of the kids off that high school team that finished number 5 in Pennsylvania, truly, they are the quintessential Legion program.
Yeah, they really are. And Bernie, I coached them from 1983 until 1992. And I didn't have the privilege of coaching on this field. Actually coached on the 8th grade centers field, a dirt field across the road. But this has been a predominantly strong Legion team, a predominantly strong high school team, and they did get 7 or 8 kids from that high school team that will be participating tonight, along with a couple players from PJP.
Rod, how much of a challenge is it? We saw the Springford High School Rams go deep into state playoffs. All those Legion practices and games are canceled. You are literally playing every other day right now. Talk about the challenge for the coach.
Well, it definitely is a challenge for the coach and challenge for the players. You know, they have senior week and some guys want to be off in the summertime. You have to really dedicate yourself here at SpringCity to be able to play in the summer for them. And that's why they may lose a couple guys here and there. But there is a challenge. And oh, by the way, it typically is 90 to 100 degrees in June and July.
All right, to the 2 top dogs in the Chester County League about to do battle. We'll be right back.
Looking for family-friendly, pet-friendly waterproof floors? Carpet One has you covered. With a huge selection of waterproof flooring, including luxury vinyl, laminate, tile, and introducing Oath by Resista, the next generation of waterproof carpets. Soft, lush, and ultra tough. Spill, soil, and bleach resistant. With a 10-year no exclusions warranty. Carpet One Floor and Home, your choice for waterproof flooring.
At O'Donnell, Weiss & Mattei, our team approach makes all the difference.
Negotiating and evaluating the strengths and weaknesses of a case are one of the most important aspects of family law.
The team approach gives you a competitive advantage, and there's a lot at stake, so you need an experienced family lawyer.
I'm here to lay out all your options so that you can make the most informed choice. I feel really great when a client says to me, I couldn't have done it without you.
OWM Law.
Your life,
Your business, your law firm.
Welcome back, everyone. Beautiful Ram Stadium in Royersford, PA. SpringCity Red Sox in white. The Malvern-Paoli Pirates in black. Leading off for Malvern-Paoli, number 1, the right fielder, Andrew Birchler. On the mound for Springford, a last-minute change, number 8, a right-handed pitcher, Garrett Weibel.
Threw your curveball right from the start, Bernie.
And all kinds of lineup changes at the last minute. We'll go with the flow. Nice-looking cut fastball in there. And again, you talked a little bit about the haze before the lights get turned on. Again, it's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Rod. Anyone who's played the game, a high pop to the infielder and outfielder, a white ball and a white sky.
Yeah, for sure. It's harder with the white ball and the white sky than it is with a white ball and a blue sky, although they talk about how difficult it is to catch a pop-up in a high sky, but I think this is a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, and Birchler, the leadoff hitter, wearing heavy-duty sunglasses. You don't see a lot of hitters wearing shades. There's a foul ball down the left side.
They must be those military fog-resistant ones.
Oh, blue blockers. I have some at home. I collect sunglasses. But I would never wear them while hitting. Going through a lot of balls early on here. And the umpires, Jim Quay in his 30th season, Tom Bimmler in his 34th season. So he's working that zone a little up and outside. You know, up and away is one of the forgotten targets. Everybody talks about low and away, high and tight. I've always felt high and away is a good pitch.
Bernie, the only pitch that I think is good high and away is the fastball that has some giddy up.
Oh, and he pulled the string with a beautiful slow curveball for strikeout, out number 1.
I think the high and outside fastball is really tough to catch up to. Now, it needs to have some giddy up, though, because otherwise it's kind of an even swing across the plate. You like to pitch away and up when you hit?
Yeah, I mean, my favorite was low and inside. You could turn on that. But I was thinking as a pitcher, I used to utilize, you know, fastball, low and away, high and tight, high and away. But meanwhile, Tyler Iams, one of the top players in the league, is batting number 12. He is also pitching. He's one of the team leaders. He'll be going to Lycoming in the fall. All Chessmont. He was a captain of the Great Valley baseball team, golf team. He is got a 2.16 ERA on the mound, and boy, this kid is just tearing up Chester County.
Well, right now I counted $35 going behind us in foul balls.
And Iams batting .367. This is what I like, Rod. He's got 12 walks.
Yeah, I like that on-base percentage big time.
Line shot into right center for a base hit. Iams continues his torrid hitting. Lycoming is going to get a good one in the fall.
He hung that curveball a little bit. But quite frankly, Imes went out and got it, put a nice swing on to right center field, went with the pitch. You know, if that top hand comes flying down, that's a ground ball to shortstop. He did a great job of just hitting the ball where it was pitched.
Now batting number 32, the catcher, Drew Kennedy, left-handed hitting catcher, a coach's dream. This kid had an excellent spring for Malvern Prep High School. He goes to college at Tampa University in Florida. Also captain of the water polo team, and he's currently batting .357.
Tampa's a good program. It has been for decades.
Yeah, I mean, this kid's no joke. It's nice to have pretty much the core of that Great Valley team. You got two kids coming over from Malvern Prep. Malvern Prep, through the years, has produced some good talent.
Yeah, they really have. Agreed.
Ball lifted to center field. Should be a routine out for Ruckman. Always reliable.
Bernie, I've been watching the Phillies most recently. I'm kind of a bandwagon guy. They've been playing very well. The amount of baseballs that have been falling in the outfield from the Philly outfielders is atrocious.
Unbelievable.
I mean, can't sugarcoat it. It's bad.
Number 27, Anthony Crescenzio, the left fielder, will bat. He comes into tonight's game hitting .320. Yeah, I can't wait till we get Harper back, put him at first base, and get Schwarber off the field.
Yeah, it's a challenge out there for him, that's for sure.
Good rotation, loops a little bit high. I want to mention our PCTV network, managed by, owned and operated by TelesVision, will be televising the July 4th parade in Pottstown. Pretty excited about that. Ball gets away. He's going to take second base easily. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Help us put more games on TV. We do 15 different sports right now in high definition on YouTube and Comcast Cable. Just go YouTube, search the PCTV network, click subscribe. It's free, and help us bring more of these games into your living room. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. A little high. Umpire appears very consistent early on.
Yeah, Weibel looks like he was relying on his breaking ball a lot earlier. He tried to sneak the fastball by him there, which is probably going to make his fastball look a bit faster because the slow curveball is probably in the 70s.
The ball ripped to center, base hit. They are going to hold him at third. Good throw to the cutoff mechanics there. Keep the runner on first base. We've got first and third with 2 outs. You coached third for a lot of years, especially at Villanova. What's the rule? If he catches it before you get to third, you hold him, right?
Well, yes, that's a good rule of thumb. I tried to do that against Arkansas and still got thrown out by about 10 feet at home. But yeah, it depends on how deep they are in center, the runner that you have, maybe even who's up next. But typically with 2 outs, I was really aggressive with 2 outs. 0 and 1 out, not so much.
Nick Pellicchiata up at the plate right now with a chance to bring a run home. First and third situation. Kicking the pitch. Here's a ground ball up the middle. Nice backhand play. He did not get it in time. That's a good call by the umpire. That'll be scored a single, and a run scores. So
Malvern-Paoli takes a 1-0 lead.
Made a nice backhanded stop.
Yeah, his momentum was just taking him too strong into right field to be able, or into left field to be able to plant and come back.
Michael Garrison, number 3, will bat with runners on first and second, 2 out. Ground ball to shortstop. It's in the hole, precarious. Long throw to first, not in time. Bases are loaded. I thought, Rod, maybe his easiest play would have been a quick flip to third.
I thought so initially.
So Malvern-Paoli with 4 hits.
Shortstop, number 17, Alex Bartlett.
In the first inning, Alex Bartlett, Number 17, the shortstop, will bat. One of the leaders, one of the captains on this team. With the bags are packed. DeHaan was originally scheduled to start tonight's game on the mound. The number 2 pitcher for Springford High had a sensational year for the high school, but we get the last-minute change to Garrett Weibel. Boy, the runner was breaking. They have him at first base, and they get the tag on the hip. A big-time base-running error by Malvern-Paoli that limits the damage after 1/2 inning. Pirates 1, Red Sox nothing.
This is the year you're going to improve your game. No excuses. And the pros at Blackwood Golf Academy are here to help. With their 23-acre all-grass driving range, full-service pro shop, and computerized swing analysis, Blackwood Golf Academy will get your game up to par. Need lessons? Individual and group instruction with head pro Chris Carr will shave strokes off your game and make you the envy of your next foursome. Blackwood Golf Academy, a country club setting open to the public, adjacent to Blackwood Golf Course in Douglasville.
Butter Valley Golf Course, conveniently located in the quiet rural setting of Valley, PA, just off Route 100. One of the nicest, most affordable 18-hole course in the region. With changing elevations, challenging greens, and scenic fairways, golfers of all ability levels are sure to enjoy their round. Butter Valley Golf Course is a great place to enjoy the game of golf with friends or family, young and old alike. Grab some buddies and grab a meal at the Runway Grill before or after your round. Butter Valley Golf Course.
Welcome back, everyone. Playing a little 70s, 80s mix in there. We missed the golden voice of Mr. Schaefer, not here tonight.
Yeah, I understand there's a birthday party that he's celebrating for one of his grandchildren.
Okay.
I wish he was here because I would say it was one of his great-grandchildren because he takes a shot at me whenever he can.
SpringCity, center fielder, number 26, David Ruckman.
Number 26, Dave Ruckman, center fielder, will lead off for SpringCity. Starts him off with a breaking ball. Again, this team in white, 12-1, very similar to their high school team, the number 1 seed in District 1. They're missing some key parts of that, Rod. The challenges of summer coaching, travel teams. Some of the big guns are not in the lineup tonight.
No, they're not. I asked where some of them were, and quite frankly, I asked a number of people, and they weren't sure. I hope they're playing somewhere, because if they're going to college to play, they really need to play as much as possible. College baseball, no matter what division you go to, is no joke.
Ground ball, shortstop. Birchler over in time to Newell for out number 1. You know, we were talking before the game, you and Gus and I, about the challenge of today's coaching in summer. The travel teams, the multi-sport athletes, there are only 6 teams in the league right now.
SpringCity shortstop.
Yeah, I heard that, and I couldn't believe it, because when I coached all the way from 83 to 2003, there were like 13, 12 teams in the league every year. And good teams, like Cowan and Kennett Square, you know, outstanding coaches.
DeHaan batting, by the way. Keep going, Ron.
I mean, Norchester was, I heard Norchester didn't even field a team this year. That's unconscionable. I can't believe it.
Number 2, second baseman, Mike DeHaan.
DeHaan, the number 2 pitcher on that. I have him ranked number 5 in the state, Springford High School, this past spring. Kid can hit as well as pitch. Yeah, it's a different age we're growing up in. When you and I, back in the 70s, everybody went out for Legion, and there were cuts, and that was it. If you didn't make the Legion team, you weren't playing.
No, there was no really other place to play. I think there was some senior Babe Ruth back then, at least when I was coaching at SpringCity. They had 2 or 3 senior Babe Ruth. I don't even know if they have that anymore, quite frankly.
And my son played for a final. They made the Final Four in the state in high school ball, and he played some school ball, summer ball, fall ball. And in the winter, we found a gym to throw tennis balls. I mean, it's a year-round commitment if you want to excel.
Yeah, there's not many three-sport guys coming out of high school anymore.
Good eye by DeHaan. DeHaan hitting .364 in the summer. Rocking them gold helmets like the high school team.
Yeah, looks like some brought some with them.
And that's a call, strike 3 for out number 2. Too close to take with 2 strikes.
Well, I was always told by scouts that they watch somebody when they're doing well, and they watch somebody when they think they're banged on a strike. And I thought his demeanor was really professional walking away from home plate. I think I would have given a one-eyed Jack look to the umpire on that one.
Now we get one of the top players in the state, really. Brendan Kenning led Pope John Paul to the state playoffs this year. He batted .486 in school ball. He will be playing at Washington and Lee. He is currently hitting .519 in the summer. Looks like he pulled the string on maybe a straight changeup there. Kenning, an outstanding football player for that Frontier Division champion PJP. This kid's a stud.
No, he really is. He looks extremely athletic at the plate. I saw him at first base, looks solid down there. Good eye.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to
That is a
take
tough
right
pitch,
there.
yeah.
That's the kind of thing the scouts look for. On base percentage of .632. Ball driven to center field, going to stay in the park. Initially misjudged by the center fielder. Pellicchiata makes the catch for out number 3. After one inning, Malvern-Paoli 1, SpringCity 0.
Welcome to the beautiful historic Reading Country Club, now open to the public. Play the same course that Snead, Hogan, and Hagen played. Designed back in 1923 by renowned golf architect Alex Finlay, the Reading has 18 championship holes. Now, after your round, just stop on by the Patio Grill for delicious food and a nice ice-cold beverage. Why not book your organization's next outing at the Reading Country Club? Hey, and by the way, check out the weekly exciting leagues. It's memorable now at the Reading. For more information, just check out the website, ReadingCCGolf.com.
Hi, it's Rob with Keystone Window. Inflation got you? Make sure you call those other companies with free windows. When you call, ask if you can get the free ones first, just to make sure it's such a great deal. That'll get them scrambling. We will never inflate prices just to say free. Keystone's Energy Star windows installed for up to $80 off. I will save you thousands. Call Keystone Window today, 267-308-2500. Better windows and honest price.
Need new windows, pick up the phone. Keystone.
Welcome back, everyone. Now batting for Malvern-Paoli, number 17, the shortstop, Alex Bartlett.
Bernie, I would have really liked to hear an explanation of why the runner on first broke to second with the bases loaded. He stun-gunned me there for a second.
Yeah, that would drive a coach nuts. Ground ball shortstop Moyer across to Kenning for the first out.
I really like Moyer. I saw him in high school. He's going to Messiah College, I believe, and I really, really like his movements.
The early center fielder, number 5, Ryan Over.
Ryan Over, number 5, the center fielder, will bat. He'll be attending Stevenson University to play baseball, majoring in finance. Now that's a good major.
Finance?
Why didn't somebody tell me that back in '74?
I like money. Somebody said once and twice and 1,000 times, money doesn't make you happy. I don't know who those thousands of people
who said
are.
that?
Oh, silly people.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously, there's more to life than money, but boy, it really feels a lot
I mean,
better.
I get the underlying message, but. So 1 ball, 2 strike, 1 out. We're in the top of the second. It's Chester County American Legion baseball. Breaking ball, a soft pop-up. Easy play for Kenning. Actually, the pitcher, Garrett Weibel, called him off and takes it. You were a defensive coach. I don't know that I like that.
Well, I always look at it, depending on the athleticism of the pitcher, and maybe he wants to up his fielding percentage. That's an easy one to get a few points tacked on.
First baseman number 99, Will Hauser, will now bat. Hauser was the president of the senior class at Great Valley High School. Will be attending Penn State University in the fall. Excellent choice. I think we're going to go down. We're running a little caravan down, a little tailgating. Penn State at Maryland football, Rod. I got some open spots.
When's that? What's the date? Do you know?
November 4th.
Okay.
A kid from Governor Mifflin, Nick Singleton. Wow, what an exciting year for a freshman. Top freshman player in the country.
And he's playing where?
Penn State. Well, scored like 130 touchdowns in high school. That's the third out. And after 1.5, Malvern-Paoli 1, SpringCity 0.
At O'Donnell, Weiss & Mattei, our team approach makes all the difference.
Anyone entering a nursing home really should consult with an elder law attorney to see whether Medicaid is the appropriate option for them. But it's really important to make sure that you have someone that's familiar with those rules, that works with those rules on a daily basis, that can guide you through the process. I specialize in elder law because I enjoy the clients that I work with, and I really like helping them find solutions for their problems.
OWM Law.
Your life, your business, your law firm.
Hi, I'm Joe, and this is Chris, and many of you know us. And we'd like to welcome you to our new showroom here at 618 North Reading Avenue in Boyertown, where we offer Kohler faucets, Moen faucets as well, vanities, tubs, and many accessories.
Here we have an operating, high-efficiency, Energy Star rated American Standard furnace combined with a variable speed AC condenser. Let us install one today to start saving you money throughout the heating and cooling season.
Here at Patriot, we now offer kitchen and bath designs.
So come visit us today at 618 North Reading Avenue or visit our website at www.patriotnp.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We go to the bottom of the second inning. SpringCity in white. 23, Brian Korchak, the third baseman, will bat. Korchak will be playing college ball at Misericordia, who, by the way, competed in the Division III College World Series this past spring.
Yeah, they've had an excellent program for a number of years. It's a challenging place to go, but this kid can play.
Currently hitting .371 in the summer with an on-base percentage of .500.
All right, let's go.
He's got some power too, man.
And Bernie, what's challenging a little bit for some of the players coming out of high school who were somebody in their school, somebody in their area, somebody in their district, somebody in their state, is when they go to a good school like Misericordia and some of these other schools that have been mentioned, it's hard sometimes for them to break into the lineup right away, and it can become discouraging. They just have to hang with it.
Yep, absolutely. Number 5, Nick Moyer, now steps up. He will be going to Messiah College, majoring in athletic training, member of the Carpenter Cup team, currently hitting .394 in summer ball.
Is there anyone hitting south of 300?
I have someone hitting .323, having an off year.
Yeah, that's probably hitting 10th.
Nice looking slurve. Kind of half curveball, half slider.
I'm not keeping fastball, curveball, slider, sweep, or whatever they want to call it, but I think 50%.
Rip to left, over to left fielder's head, all the way out to the wall. Moyer rolls into second base with a double.
Yeah, I was saying that I'm not keeping what pitch is being thrown, but the pitcher's he's really relying on his breaking ball.
Yep.
I think he needs to mix in that fastball a little bit more, because I think that fastball will become more effective with the use of his curveball.
Good point.
SpringCity right fielder, number 6, Jared Layton.
Number 6, Jared Layton, the right fielder, will bat with runner in scoring position and 1 out. Kind of neat to hear the crack of the bat, wooden bat.
Man, you beat me to it. That was pretty much exactly what I was going to say. You can tell the difference.
Yeah, definitely. Most of the bats are the northern white ash. A lot of it comes from Pennsylvania forest. Some guys will pay the higher price and get the maple that Barry Bonds made famous, along with juicing it up. Breaking ball lifted into right field. It's got eyes. It dropped. Moyer had to wait. Thought maybe the right fielder who broke late. That's a base hit.
Bernie, and not to be negative here, I just give you my view of what goes on. Doesn't mean I'm right, wrong, or indifferent, but at the end of the day, he should really have been almost halfway. Maybe not quite halfway, but that's not a taggable ball.
Yeah.
So there's no use going back to second, because you're not going to tag on it anyway.
Excellent point. Here comes the catcher from Pope John Paul, Brendan Chikota. What a plus, what an addition to their summer lineup. This kid can play. Oh, he's picked off. Here you go. Classic first and third. They're going to get a run out of it. And he's going to get tagged out, but they get a run. Not the way the coach diagrammed it, but it's a run is a run.
Yeah, I'm a little confused on that with 1 out. We usually run that play with 2 outs, but it was effective. But now there's no one on. You have no threat of anything going on except for the guy at the plate.
Chikota, the catcher, batting .462 in summer ball. .81 degrees at game time. 84% humidity. Doesn't feel like
No,
it.
it doesn't. We have a nice breeze here.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite places to sit. Right behind home plate, you get a good view of the strike zone, get a really good view of the field. Sometimes when you're off center a little bit, you lose some of the field.
Exactly. Swing and a miss. Wind blowing slightly out to left. Somebody gets one up in the air, it's going to go. Ball fouled away.
We were talking earlier, at least I was, about $35 going over our heads. You know, this year, the price of baseballs was out of control.
Yep.
Like a dozen baseballs that we used in college were like $95.
Supply chain. Swing and a miss for strike 3, but Springford does get a run. After 2 innings complete, we are tied at 1.
For more than 50 years, Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery has served its community with expert dental care, offering patients dental implants and a full menu of procedures for many types of dental problems, including bone grafting, wisdom teeth, impacted canines, facial trauma, jaw surgery, oral pathology, TMJ disorders, and sleep apnea. Get the smile you've always wanted. Contact Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery today.
At At Superior Credit Union, we believe in growing stronger together. So we provide products and services to fit your financial needs and accommodate your busy lifestyle. With convenient services like home banking, e-deposits, account alerts, and a free coin counter for members. Come see why Superior Credit Union is growing. Visit any one of our 3 locations in Collegeville, Royersford, and our brand new location in Pottstown. Superior Credit Union.
Welcome back, everyone. We got some super fans here tonight. Number 8 is great. And, man, that is tremendous support here for Pope John Paul and Springford and their summer team. And Garrett Weibel, number 8, I'm sure appreciates it. He's on the mound. And he's all tied at 1. We get in the top of the 3rd inning. Chester County American Legion Baseball. Whoa, man.
As they say, watch your lips.
Boy, that was a foul ball that just missed the head of the on-deck batter.
I've seen a few of those, and they haven't been pretty over my 40 years of coaching. You really got to pay attention.
When you go down to a major league game and you sit, if you're lucky enough to get, say, 20 rows behind the dugout, I'm just amazed at, the level of play. 101 mile per hour pitches, bat speed of 95, and the on deck, somebody like Bryce Harper standing 30 feet away.
He's good. He ain't that good.
They had to put nets up because one of the fans got killed. Yeah. Right now, you go to a major league game, the net goes all the way down into the corner.
Yeah.
That's how hard those guys are hitting the ball. Looks like Garrett Weibel's velocity's cranked up a little bit.
Well, he saw the sign. He's pumped up now. I don't know if that's his sister or his girlfriend, but whatever the case may be, it's working.
Yeah.
I mean, the least he could have done was tip the cap.
And the guy in the batter's box, number 1, Andrew Birchler. He is a sophomore at Clemson University. He's a battler. He's batting .367 as that leadoff hitter. His specialty has been 2-out RBIs.
You ever remember the guy named Skeeter Barnes? I played with him in the minor leagues.
Ball could be fair down the right field line. Layton with a nice play.
So Skeeter Barnes played, I think, 17 years in the big leagues. Not a name that a lot of people know, but he was so efficient with two outs, they called him Ribby.
Oh, wow, okay.
It's a nice nickname. You had a few nicknames. You want to talk about them?
No one to mention him on TV. Number 12, Tyler Iams, probably overall their best player. Pitcher with an ERA of 2.12. A batter with an average of .367. And again, he was all Chestmont, and he will be playing at Lycoming. Lycoming's D3. What league are they in?
Not quite sure.
They're not in the league with Cabrini?
No, they are not.
Speaking of Cabrini, Rod, heartbreaking news. I feel so bad for the athletes, the students, the faculty. Your thoughts on the closing of Cabrini University?
Oh, boy, I'll tell you. It was a gut punch. There were some rumors for a number of years. We thought maybe we were going to merge with someone, and that would have been okay. But to close the school, sell it off to Villanova, to where these players who are freshmen coming in, they decommitted. Sophomores and juniors are questioning what they want to do. Most of them may be leaving. So the only players that we're going to really have are the fifth-year seniors, the fifth-year players and the seniors.
Right.
That don't want to go on and play a fifth year. We're still going to be good.
Ball 4. Iams draws the base on balls. Yeah, they interviewed some of the faculty, and they were just heartbroken. There were tears in their eyes.
Yeah.
Paoli catcher, number 32, Drew. Kennedy.
We have two guys who have gone through it twice. We have a gentleman from LaSalle University. They closed LaSalle.
Okay.
So he came to us. Now they closed Cabrini. And we also had a player from Wesley University, really good player. They closed Wesley. He came to us, and they're closed. And they went through COVID. That's a trifecta.
Wow. Drew Kennedy now batting for Malvern-Paoli. Ball gets away. Runner will advance.
It's a wild pitch, Bernie.
Yes, sir.
You know, I heard the other day, like Remuto and some of these guys, some of these really good catchers having, like, 3 pass balls in a year. That's insane with the pitchers that are throwing what they're throwing, like you said, 100 mile an hour. And with the breaking balls that they're throwing. And Remuto catches probably, 95% of the games?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Dead of summer. I mean, it's just amazing. The play he made the other night down the first baseline.
Batting average is showing it.
He's sitting like, 250, 245?
Well, if him and Harper and Turner can get going, we might make a run.
Yeah.
But we're going to need them 3. I can't say enough good things about Nick Rakowski, the coach at Spring City. Played here in 94 through 97. Played on that team that won the Chester County League and the Region 3 champion, state runner-up. Coached at Spring City for a long time. Villanova grad, you got to like that. Ground ball to second base, gets away. Runner will hold that third. You got runners at first and third with 1 out. But just getting a really good vibe from Nick Rakowski, head coach of Spring City.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to talk to Nick last night, and he was extremely candid with me, which I've always appreciated that. He feels that this is a very, very good Spring City Legion team, and he expects them to go far.
Yep. Anthony Crestinzio, the left fielder, number 27, will bat. Ball sails high for ball 1. Crestinzio, a sophomore at St. Joe's University, currently hitting .320 in the Legion ball. What you want here, your 4-hitter up with 2 men on.
Yeah, and I was waiting for the official score there on that last play. It was a backhand, but I think the scoring's correct. I think that was an error.
Absolutely. We're all tied at 1. Top of 3rd. Chester County League, American Legion Baseball. Spring City Red Sox out of Royersford in white. Malvern-Paoli Pirates. Their first year under that name, formerly known as the Paoli Cardinals. Off and running. The throw down to second, and they get him. And the runner on third holds. Coach Iams doesn't look too happy. I thought they should have got a run out of that. Great throw by Chakota, the catcher from Pope John Paul.
So far, Malvern-Paoli's running themselves out of innings.
Man, I'll say.
It's only 7-inning games. You can't be giving away outs. It's only 21 outs, and you're giving them 2 already in critical situations.
I mean, Rod, you've already locked up the 2 seed. That's ball 4. You're trying to steal the 1 seed away from Spring City. By the way, 1 and 2 seeds get a bye in first round of playoff. I always thought if the throw goes all the way down to second, the guy at third should break.
No, absolutely. I was a little confused on that play. Well, we have first and third again, but it could have been bases loaded with 1 out instead of 2.
Nick Pellicchiata batting. Ball ripped to left center. It's going to drop for extra bases. They get 1 run. They're going to get 2 runs out of it. He's going to go for third. Here comes the throw. He is out at third base. Nice throw by Ruckman and Moyer, but the damage is done. 2 runs to score after 2.5. It's 3-1. Malvern-Paoli on top.
Yakalak Construction, serving the Tri-County area since 1946. Family owned, free estimates, all types of concrete work, sidewalks, foundations, steps, curbs, and more. Professional service and quality. Give them a call, 610-323-8134.
At O'Donnell, Weiss & Mattei, our team approach makes all the difference.
At OWM, the criminal litigators that we have here are all very experienced courtroom attorneys.
You want to have a lawyer who's experienced, who's been in the courtroom, who's argued in front of a jury, who's faced judges, to be able to help you and represent you and make sure your rights are secure.
That's experience that you can't just get at other firms. You need to get it here at OWM.
OWM Law.
Your life,
Your business, your law firm.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the bottom of the third inning. American Legion Baseball. Spring City Red Sox will now bat. They find themselves down by 2, 3-1. Right-hander on the mound, Imes. Number 4, Connor Nathus, the DH, batting for Springford. Nathus batting .333 on the season with a .600 on-base percentage. Getting back to head coach Nick Rakowski, his assistant coaches, it's like a Hall of Fame of assistant coaches. Charles DeLuzio, the PJP head coach, Mike Heffernan, a legend in local baseball, Colin Amarine, and Nolan Ramonjulu, Nick Cagliola, and Nolan Gazans. 3 players off last year's team are back. They're too old, they can't play. They're 19, 20, and they're volunteer coaches.
That's when you know you have a nice program going.
Amazing.
If I could jump in for a second, Bernie. Jerry Seisloff was my coach in Spring City Legion when I was a player in 1975, and then Walt Kazicki took over. And from that point on, it was me, Todd Clemens, Jamie Scheck, Todd Clemens, Jamie Scheck, Mike Genkus, and now Nick. It's like I've been a consistent since '75 of people from Spring City continuing to coach.
Number 15, Jamie Ringenbach, a last-minute change in the lineup here. Now batting, number 15. Runner on first, nobody out. Spring City started American Legion Baseball back in 1951. They have at least 10 league titles, 3 regional championships, 2 state titles, 2 runner-up states, 2 national runner-ups, 4 national regional qualifiers. Incredible. And they will be hosting the Region 3 tournament July 14 through 18. I had originally thought that would be July 7th. It's actually July 14 through 18. Spring City will be hosting, Rod. That is basically that every league champion in the eastern half of the state will be here for a tournament.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, so because Boyertown, yeah, they're hosting.
Boyertown, I didn't know.
They're hosting region. I found out from Nick last night.
I did not know that.
So now you know a lot of good teams are going to be down this way.
But the PA State Tournament this year will be in Latrobe. We were there last summer. Boyertown hosted the state tournament. Boyertown lost 1-0 to Phillipsburg, Pennsylvania in the state title game. However, the top 2 teams from Pennsylvania go to the Mid-Atlantic. So both Phillipsburg, Pennsylvania, and Boyertown went to West Virginia for the Mid-Atlantic Regional. There's a fair ball, ground ball. Nice play by the third baseman, Crescenzio, over to Newell, but the runner does advance.
That was a very nice play because the angle that he had coming in was a little off center, and he was able to get his hips around. I played third a little bit, and that was not an easy play.
Center fielder, 26, David Ruckman.
We'll go back to the top of the lineup with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. The dangerous Dave Ruckman batting. Ruckman, a member of the Carpenters Cup team. Currently batting .517 in summer ball.
Legit.
It's video game numbers. You know, Rick Harrison and that Springford team, you and I did some of their games. They made it all the way, finished number 5 in the state. They faced a major league prospect in the state quarterfinal. There's a hard ground ball, third base. Looks him back. Crescenzio over to Newell. 2 nice plays in a row by Crescenzio.
A heck of a pick down there by the first baseman, too.
But Rod, getting back to that, DeHaan now batting. Mount Lebanon threw a left-handed pitcher who will go on to the Major League draft, which is coming up shortly. And Springford took them extra innings. They lost in the 9th inning on a 2-run home run. But a great season for your buddy Rick Harrison.
I went to grab a bite to eat at an establishment up in Pottstown the other night with my wife.
Okay.
We sat down and this head kind of pops around my wife's shoulder. And I looked and I had to look again because I didn't have my glasses on, even though he was close up, and it was Rick and his wife.
Oh,
so we
wow.
had a nice little baseball chat.
Foul ball.
I don't know if my wife appreciated being sandwiched in between the two of us, but but I took her out the next night and it was just she and I. So Rick cost me an extra night out.
I want to send out a big congratulations to former coach Jamie Scheck, who will be inducted into the Hall of Fame this summer. He told me a great Christian Walker story. Christian Walker played for SpringCity, now the starting Gold Glove first baseman for the Arizona Diamondbacks in Major League Baseball. There is a light pole out there in left center. If you look above the Amarinos or the Agri-Fools sign, that light pole is probably about 90 feet high, sits behind the 365 sign. He hit the ball into the lights, projected distance 450. Insane.
Yeah. And that's a high school player. Right? I mean, that he was in high school at the
Yeah,
time,
he was
right?
playing for SpringCity. Yeah. Base hit into left field. Looks like they're going to hold him wisely. But Mike DeHaan comes through with a clutch base hit.
You know what's interesting about Christian Walker? One of the big things about Christian, was that they were afraid he didn't have a position. That was the whole thing when he was going to get drafted. He said, "Oh, you don't really have a position." Well, he went down to South Carolina and started hitting baseballs over the fence. You got to find a position for him. He puts him at first base, and next thing you know, the guy's a Gold Glover.
Unbelievable.
How does that happen? It happens because he could hit, and then he worked on his defense.
The dangerous Brendan Kenning batting with 2 outs, runners on first and third. SpringCity down by 2. Again, these are the top 2 teams in the Chester County League. The top 2 seeds will get a first-round bye in league playoffs. Sky to left field. It's carrying. Oh, a falling catch. He did not hold on. Good hustle by the runners, and both runs will score. Rod, that ball carried. The wind is blowing out to left, and that 81-degree temperature, the haze didn't slow that one down.
It was interesting. As soon as you hit it, I heard some fans behind to say, like it wasn't going to be hit far enough. But to your point, and you said this early, you know, about 60 feet in the air, that wind's blowing pretty hard.
I thought the center fielder should have had a better opportunity there. Pickoff attempt almost got him, but Kenning with 2 RBIs ties this game up. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hard smash to third base. Crescenzio again with a nice play over to Newell, but the damage is done. After 3 innings, we are tied at 3.
Looking for family-friendly, pet-friendly waterproof floors? Carpet One has you covered. With a huge selection of waterproof flooring, including luxury vinyl, laminate, tile, and introducing Oath by Resista, the next generation of waterproof carpets. Soft, lush, and ultra-tough. Spill, soil, and bleach resistant. With a 10-year no exclusions warranty. Carpet One Floor and Home, your choice for waterproof flooring.
Butter Valley Golf Course, conveniently located in the quiet rural setting of Valley, PA, just off Route 100. one of the nicest, most affordable 18-hole course in the region. With changing elevations, challenging greens, and scenic fairways, golfers of all ability levels are sure to enjoy their round. Butter Valley Golf Course is a great place to enjoy the game of golf with friends or family, young and old alike. Grab some buddies and grab a meal at the Runway Grill before or after your round. Butter Valley Golf Course.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. American Legion Baseball on the PCTV network, powered by Television.
Second baseman, number 3, Michael Garrison.
Now batting number 3, Michael Garrison, the second baseman for Malvern-Paoli. Here's a hot shot to third. Korchak can't come up with it. He's holding his, I don't know if he got hit in the ankle.
I think he might have tripped over his shoelace.
He's a big, tough guy. I think if he takes a minute here, it's for real.
No, he went down. He got his spike caught in his in his laces.
All right. So how do you score that?
Valley shortstop, number 17, Alex.
I have to score it in error.
Yep, I agree. Cristinzio, chance to do some damage. No one out. Runner on first. Top of 4. Tied at 3. Ball lifted into center field, and it is really carrying. Extra bases. They're going to get a run out of this. He's going to try for third. No, changes his mind. He'd have been out by 10 feet. Nonetheless, an RBI double for Alex Bartlett, number 17.
I'll tell you what, Malvern-Paoli swinging the bats.
You know, we've been saying all spring and summer the ball's going to carry. The ball's going to carry. Not many. We haven't seen a lot of long ball. Tonight we're seeing it. With 81 degree, 84% humidity, wind blowing out to left, this ball is really carrying. Ryan Over will now bat, number 8.
But what's interesting, Bernie, is the outfielders really haven't been making adjustments from their depth. They still are playing the same as they played the first inning.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to a high-level game, you'll see one coach in the dugout. The entire game, he's in charge of all 3 outfielders, controlling their depth from pitch to pitch, from batter to batter. I have seen some shallow alignments in tonight's game. Like even now. Now, again, this is the 9-hitter, so I could see why the center fielder's cheating in a little bit. But you were a defensive coach at Villanova, Cabrini. You know, the way the ball's carrying, I move everybody back a step. Over the batter right now. He's a 4-year starter for Great Valley. Just graduated. And as I mentioned, we'll be going to Stevenson University to play baseball and major in finance. Gets a piece, nobody out, runner in scoring position. Ryan Over, number 5, the center fielder, takes a break, and count is even at 2-2. Ball lifted into center field. This one's carrying as well. A nice play out there by Ruckman. The runner alertly tags and advances to third base. Good job moving the runner.
Excellent job with 2 strikes. And also excellent job by the base runner, because that is a taggable ball. And with nobody out, he wants to be on third base with less than 2 outs. So that was a really good heads-up play by the runner at second.
So SpringCity's going to concede the run here. tied, or they're down 1. Top of 4. Are you a little surprised? Would you bring second and short in here?
Yeah, I think I would.
Me too.
Well, and he just did.
And there, he heard us talking. They're now in. But Will Hauser, the first baseman, number 99, with a chance to do some damage here. Maybe a little fake bunt slap, safety squeeze. Just don't see enough of the old safety squeeze anymore.
No, you don't. And I love the play. I love safety squeeze. And it'd be interesting here to see if he goes down contact, runner at third. It's grass. Sometimes it's a little slow off the bat.
It's a bunter's paradise.
Oh, it definitely is that.
He pulled that left shoulder off, and he's out by strikeout. Nice job by Weibel with the heater.
Paoli right fielder, number 1, Andrew Birchler.
Well, here's what you want. You turn the order over. You go to one of their top players now with 2 outs, but a chance to give his team a 2-run lead. Andrew Birchler.
It doesn't happen much, but every once in a while, the catcher airmails one back to the pitcher, and if you're not 100% alert, you didn't seize the moment. But fortunately, Spring City had, you can see their infield comes in, and they're looking for the throwback. Not everybody does that.
Yeah, good point. The little nuances of the game. Baseball is a beautiful game for all the little things that happen. You don't expect. We saw a perfect game, first one in 11 years couple nights ago. That was pretty exciting.
Yep.
Domingo German of the Yankees throws the Major League Baseball's 24th perfect game. There's really 25 if you think about it.
Yeah, with the missed call by.
Oh my God!
Was that Jim Joyce who missed that call?
Oh, the umpire was in tears. Yeah. Detroit Tiger Galarraga threw a perfect game, and the ump blew the call on the 27th out. That's
prior to video.
Oh. Good eye by Birchler. That'll set up the precarious first and third situation.
Paoli pitcher, number 12, Tyler Iams.
Tyler Iams, their leading hitter, leading pitcher. Hiding him in that 2-hole.
It'll be interesting what they do here because the runner at first, Birchler, can run a little bit. Do you set him up for a 2 RBI situation with one of your better hitters, or do you risk getting them thrown out at second?
I've got maybe my best pitch hitter up. I'm going to let him hit.
All right. I don't have my trusty stopwatch. I don't know what the pitcher's time is to home. It's not too bad.
Chikota, we did a Pope John Paul game this year. You know, he's not the biggest guy in the world, the catcher for Spring City, but he's got an accurate arm. He's a good player. And I think Malvern-Paoli knows that. So 4-3 is the score. Malvern-Paoli in black is up on Spring City in white. 2 outs. Fouls it off. Now he's off and running. Ball popped to the right side. They're having a little bit of trouble, but a nice play by Brendan Kenning that saves a run, showing his gold glove that he did all year for Pope John Paul. And after 3 1/2, the score is 4-3, Malvern-Paoli on top.
This is the year you're going to improve your game. No excuses. And the pros at Blackwood Golf Academy are here to help. With their 23-acre all-grass driving range, full-service pro shop, and computerized swing analysis, Blackwood Golf Academy will get your game up to par. Need lessons? Individual and group instruction with head pro Chris Carr will shave strokes off your game and make you the envy of your next foursome. Blackwood Golf Academy, a country club setting open to the public, adjacent to Blackwood Golf Course in Douglasville.
Welcome to the beautiful historic Reading Country Club, now open to the public. Play the same course that Snead, Hogan, and Hagen played. Designed back in 1923 by renowned golf architect Alex Finlay, the Reading has 18 championship holes. Now, after your round, just stop on by the patio grill for delicious food and a nice ice-cold beverage. Why not book your organization's next outing at the Reading Country Club? Hey, and by the way, check out the weekly exciting leagues. It's memorable now at the Reading. For more information, just check out the website, readingccgolf.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Nick Moyer will bat for Spring City. Nick Moyer, number 5, and just a tremendous season for Springford High School. Big, nice hop for Crescenzio, and he throws it away. Moyer alertly gallops to second. He's thinking about third, and he's going to take third. Wow! And the throw goes over. Nick Moyer produces a run for the Spring City Red Sox.
In Little League, they call that a home run.
That's just the kind of vibe, the kind of year that kid has had. He was so much fun to watch for the high school team. And, batting .394 in the summer. Messiah College is getting a good one.
Jared Layton.
Jared Layton will now bat, number 6. Jared hitting .360 in the summer. 12 runs, 9 walks in 12 games.
Stole the line I could have used, the fact that they're now the Malvern-Paoli Pirates. I could have said that the first baseman had a cardinal sin, because that was the name of Paoli before. But he dropped his head and started to run with the ball.
Yeah.
And the hesitation of Moyer doing a great job of a stutter step and go, it caught the first baseman by surprise.
Yeah, that was a complete mental breakdown by the defense of Malvern-Paoli. The coaches for Malvern-Paoli, Alex Bartlett, the assistant, the president of the American Legion Baseball Organization. He's been on the Chester County leagues for 6 years now, and a nice walk, good eye by Jared Layton. And then the head coach, Bert Iams, he's been coaching baseball for the last 13 years.
Spring City catcher, number 20, Brandon.
And played high school ball at Cedar Cliff High School and college ball at Vanderbilt University. Played Division I baseball. Bert Iams.
Vanderbilt's no joke.
No, not at all. Number 20, Brandon Chikota with a ground ball that's short, and he's safe. That'll go down as a base hit.
The reason that's a base hit is because he would have never had a play for the guy at first base. So your base hit call is 100% correct. But it shows the hustle of the runner on first to get his butt to second base there.
Yep.
You know what? If I'm a hitter, I'm thanking him when I go into the dugout. Just gave me a couple extra points on my batting average.
Connor Nafis will step up. DH. No one out here. It's a classic bunt situation.
Malvern-Paoli, third baseman, is standing right at the bag. All he has to do is bunt the ball to third base.
Yeah, this is some surprising defensive rotations tonight. And I'm being kind. I mean, I've always kept it simple. I said, third baseman, you got to be 5 feet in front of the bag. If it's a good bunt, you concede it, you come in, you pick it up, throw them out at first. If it's not a good bunt, you stay back at third, and they'll throw it to you. It's that simple, right?
It is that simple.
But he's behind the bag.
And he's going right to the bag. So this is just, people ask, why do you square around so early? It's because you want to see what the defense is going to do and then do what they don't do. Oh, see,
and
now
that's a bad bunt. And that's exactly why you keep them back on a bad bunt.
And that play looks like a great play defensively, a great setup defensively, but it's not.
Yep.
It was just a bad play by Spring City not getting the bunt down the third baseline.
Number 15, James on the right back.
Number 15, Jamie Ringenbach will bat with 1 out and a runner on second and a runner on first. How about this kid up at the plate now, Ringenbach? He's closing in on his, what I've always had so much admiration for, Rod, Eagle Scout.
Oh, nice.
Which involves tremendous amount of dedication to your community. Being a former Boy Scout, I had to say that.
When did the Boy Scouts originate? Do you know?
I don't know. I mean,
You've been around forever.
I joined in the early 70s, and when I got to Star Scout and they told me what's involved to become an Eagle Scout, I was like, no, I'm good. I'll just hang at Star. I ain't got that kind of time.
Got to go out in the woods without a gun or a knife.
No, I don't mind that. It's just you wouldn't believe all the community service that's involved. And I was playing, 4 sports a year if you count summer ball. I didn't have time for that, so God bless him. What a dedication this kid is. He's got some power. He's got some pop.
I'm not going to mention the player's name, but I had an ex-player who said to me, he goes, Coach, about 20 years after I coached him, he said, I never knew how much of a wimpy guy I was. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, I wanted to be a Navy SEAL. And he said, I lasted a day. And I said, man, as far as I'm concerned, that takes wimp right out. That takes wimp right out of the conversation with you. He said, the second morning I thought I was going to die. He said, I gave it up within 10 minutes of the second day. But that stuff's crazy.
Oh, boy, the pickoff is on, and he's lucky he would have been picked off. Now he thinks about going to third. And, boy, that was a precarious situation there for the Springford runner.
We have a pinch runner at second base. You know it's the worst to be pinch runner.
Runner's name, it is Micah Seitzinger.
Hey, Micah can't get picked off when you're a pinch runner.
He almost got picked off twice. There's the ball to loop to right. Fair ball, and he drops it. The runners will advance. Are they going to send him? Yes, they are. Here comes the throw. He is safe. And more runners will advance. Oh, my. Seitzinger with a beautiful slide into home. Micah Seitzinger.
The leadoff hitter, number 26, David.
Sometimes it's best just to eat the ball. And what I mean by that, obviously not literally, but we've seen where there's a little chaos and they're having trouble on the first base dugout there, deciding what to do with the ball.
We are going to get a timeout on the field when we come back. The score is Spring City 5, Malvern-Paoli 4.
Hi, it's Rob with Keystone Window. Inflation got you? Make sure you call those other companies with free windows. When you call, ask if you can get the free ones first, just to make sure it's such a great deal. That'll get them scrambling. We will never inflate prices just to say free. Keystone's Energy Star windows installed for up to $80 off. I will save you thousands. Call Keystone Window today, 267-308-2500. Better windows and honest price.
Need new windows, pick up the phone. Keystone.
At O'Donnell, Weiss & Mattei, our team approach makes all the difference.
Business law is complex because it's easy to make costly mistakes.
OWM is able to handle any area of law that a business or individual in our community needs.
We are the ones who are uniquely talented and uniquely positioned to do that for your benefit. That's what drives me to come to work every day.
OWM Law.
Your life,
your business, your law firm.
Hey, welcome back. Got a good ball game here. We're in the bottom of the fourth. It's a one-run game, but Springford with a chance to do major damage. One of their top players, Dave Ruckman, will bat. Runners on second and third, and only one out. Foul ball down the right side.
Malvern-Paoli is just giving runs away offensively and defensively, and they're still in this ball game, 5-4.
Ruckman, all-league player for the Springford Rams. And are you surprised Malvern-Paoli has given up a run here? Second and shorter back.
I am a little bit, but you know, they bring the infield in, a seeing eye ball goes through, and it's 2 runs. So it could go. I could go either way here.
My thought is you've already locked up the 2 seed, Malvern-Paoli. You're gunning for the 1 seed. You're on the road, gamble. When you're on the road, you got to gamble. Nasty slider in the dirt. Good stop by Kennedy, the catcher.
Bernie, you and I could have an interesting conversation about that comment about being on the road gamble. I never really looked at it that way. It almost reminded me of don't get thrown out at third base with 0 or 2 outs, right? I'm like, I don't get thrown out at third base ever. Like, I don't want to get thrown. Whoa.
Ball ripped to left field. Base hit. They're going to get 2 out of it. And he's going to go for second. The left fielder did not direct the throw to second base. Instead, he threw it to third base, and that makes it a double. So Ruckman,
number 2, Mike.
with 2 RBIs, that moves the score to 7-4, and the dangerous DeHaan with a chance to do further damage.
I like it. Tried to bunt, and again they have the grass baselines. This
Unbelievable.
This is bunt heaven.
As a casual fan out there, most ball fields have dirt along the base paths. Boyertown will cut it real close for a bunter's paradise. There is no dirt. They simply let the turf grow the beautiful Kentucky bluegrass, and they put a white line on it and said, go for it.
I like it. And oh, by the way, the maintenance people of the field love it too, because those baselines are a problem to keep
I'm pretty
dry.
sure it's still Waltz's Golf Farm who does the turf at Turtle Creek. They took care of the stadium for years. I believe they still are taking care of it, and they do a magnificent job. There's not a bare spot anywhere in the stadium.
No.
Nowhere.
Only when you take your hat off.
And we went through a 2-3 week. But Rod, we didn't have rain for 2-3 weeks. So the sprinkler system and the water bills piped up, but what a tremendous environment for these kids.
You know, I have what I call an irritation system at home because I know it's an irrigation system, but I have to call it an irritation system because there's always something wrong with it. But there's nothing wrong with this irritation system. It looks beautiful.
I mean, back in the day, we played on a lot of dirt infields. This, along with Boyertown, 2 of the finest amateur facilities in the country.
And that's a little bit what's disappointing when you have venues like this, that maybe you don't get more of a turnout from some of the high school team. Because, man, wouldn't you love to play on this field night in and night out?
Field of dreams.
Like, what else would I want to do?
Field of dreams. And kids love, visiting teams love it.
Oh, they absolutely do.
Which can work against the home team. When we would play Boyertown at our field, we'd get handled. But when we went over there to Bear Stadium, it was usually a 1-run game because our kids were in heaven.
Sure.
They go out and roll around in the grass. Another shot to Crescenzio. Newell can't scoop it. They're going to get another run. 8-4 now the score.
So what I noticed about the third baseman, and I'm very keen on watching infielders because that's what I do. I coach the defense. And the third baseman has a nice arm. He just drops down a bit too much. And what happens is he turns his wrist over and that ball tends to go down.
Yep. Now, of course, I mean, legitimate league MVP candidate Brendan Kenning will bat. Rod, are you ready for this? In high school ball, for Pope John Paul, in one season, Kenning had 36 hits.
Whoa.
That's a lot of hits. He only played 20 games.
Yeah, that's
He's getting
impressive.
2 hits a game. Washington and Lee University is getting a good one here.
You know, the difference when they go to college, and I say this as support to these players that are going to go to college, everything about the game speeds up, if you think about it.
Beanball. The runner was off and running, stealing third base with 1 out. He'll go back now. So that puts runners at first and second.
And what I mean about the speed of the game, catchers' arms are a bit better. Pitchers are going to throw the ball, 83 to 94, depending on where you're going. In some Division I programs, guys are coming in throwing 95, 96 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Outfielders' arms are better, double plays are better, quicker. Runners get down the first baseline faster. So it's a speed adjustment when guys go to college.
Yep, absolutely. So Brian Korchak will bat. Hit 371 in the summer, 500 on base percentage. He's got 4 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs, and 13 runs scored. So Misericordia bound. They're getting a good one.
So Bernie, if you just showed up to this game and you saw the back of him all dirty and the front of him not, what would you think happened?
He did a foot first slide. I don't know, but this kid's an animal. You go to war. This is one of the kids you want in your foxhole. And I didn't even mention Kenning, talking about his prowess in baseball. He was an outstanding wide receiver for Pope John Paul in their air raid offense. And they're going to be real good again. We're talking football already. It's only, 5-6 weeks away.
Yeah.
Springford, Perk Valley, Pope John Paul going to have 3 very good teams. You'll see all of it on the PCTV network. Friday night football.
Friday night football in this area is awesome. Man, they pack the stands. I love it. A lot of excitement.
Yeah, and Pope John Paul just got a D1 transfer, 6 feet 8 inches tall, as if they needed any help. And he was already committed. He doesn't want to deal with the recruiting. He said, I'm done. I'm going to Wisconsin. Next question. Should have went to Penn State.
Is he an offensive lineman?
6'8", 295 offensive lineman. They're running. It won't matter because it's ball 4. But I would be remiss without mentioning we got another state title added to the PAC resume. Congratulations to the Owen J. Roberts girls lacrosse state champions.
Awesome. Man, if you counted the flags that the Pac-10 can put up in their gyms.
Ridiculous.
You have to add on to the gym.
Nick Moyer batting. Bases are loaded. They're going to play back for the double play at second and short. First and third are up.
All right, Nick, come on, bud.
And that wind has picked up a little, blowing out to left field. Kind of a Wrigley Field wind.
So you always give me trivia, try to stump me. And you've done a pretty good job with, I think I'm about 500. But do you know why they call Chicago the Windy City?
Well, my logical guess would be there are predominant winds that come in off Lake Michigan, and that would be my guess.
Yeah, well, that would be the logical guess. You're a logical guy. But it's not necessarily the answer that some would...
Oh, a trick question.
Yeah, it's a little tricky. It's because they said the politicians out of Chicago back in the day were full of wind.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, there's a lot of that, that's for sure.
So you have to look that up, fans at home, but that's true.
Line shot foul down the left side. Moyer with multiple extra base hits, 16 RBIs in 12 games this summer. As I mentioned earlier, he will major in athletic training at Messiah College.
My wife went to Messiah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Lovely wife, Ginger. Thanks
Yeah.
to her letting you out on a Friday night.
Door was open. Car was started. She opened the door for me of the car.
Kicked you in the butt on the way out the door. You know, at least our wives know where we are on a Friday night.
Yeah, how about
you
it,
know,
right?
we could be hanging at some bar. Instead, we're out at a baseball game.
Yeah. It's just as addicting.
Oh, tough call. Tough call. He's had yeah.
I will keep the rules. I will keep faith in my teammates.
Yeah,
I will keep my
okay,
temper.
yeah, okay.
He did a good job of keeping his temper.
The umpire has been pretty consistent tonight. Do not agree with that last call. Number 6, Jared Layton is up with 2 outs, and the bases are loaded. So first and third will now drop back. There's a dribbler to the pitcher. Easy out at first base. But 5 runs scored in that inning, and after 4 complete, it's SpringCity 8, Malvern-Paoli 4.
So, car stories on PCTV. I've been doing it for many years. It's a good advertising tool for the business. Plus, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy sharing the shop and the different things that you should know about your car with people. If you need a place to highlight your business, call Gus at PCTV and check it out. It's a good way to inform people about your business. You'll get new customers from it, and you can share your knowledge of your particular trade.
Hi, I'm Joe, and this is Chris, and many of you know us. And we'd like to welcome you to our new showroom here at 618 North Reading Avenue in Boyertown, where we offer Kohler faucets, Moen faucets as well, vanities, tubs, and many accessories.
Here we have an operating, high-efficiency, Energy Star rated American Standard furnace combined with a variable speed AC condenser. Let us install one today to start saving you money throughout the heating and cooling season.
Here at Patriot, we now offer kitchen and bath designs.
So come visit us today at 618 North Reading Avenue or visit our website at www.patriotmp.com.
We're back. 8-4, SpringCity on top, top of 5. American Legion Baseball. Rod Johnson, Gus Tellis, Bernie Gallagher bring you all the action. There's a line shot single to right field for Malvern-Paoli. There was Drew Kennedy.
12's courtesy for the catcher.
And now Anthony Crescenzio will bat. Garrett Weibel, the right-hander, on the mound for SpringCity. A pitch count of 81. Rod, you checked in between innings. The league rule is 105.
Yep, that's correct. 105. You can start the hitter with 104 and finish him up, but then you got to come out.
Can you imagine if they had pitch count all the adult ball I played for all those years? I'm guessing, and this is a conservative guess, on a Sunday I would throw at least 120 pitches every Sunday. That's
Yeah, I can believe that's probably a conservative number.
That's a low number.
So
yeah.
when I was coaching Legion at Spring City, the West Lawn pitchers, they were brothers. I think their name was Kramer. He threw 212 pitches against us in the state tournament.
Oh, my goodness.
When he hit 100, I said, okay, guys, he's going to have to make a move. They're going to have to bring somebody in. And he kept throwing 86 miles an hour at 212 pitches.
Oh, my goodness.
I said, say what? Just pitched a doubleheader. Like, that's a doubleheader that you just pitched.
One ball, two strikes, no one out. Runner on first. We're in the top of the fifth. Base hit, left field. A little bit of a rally started here. Nice at bat for Crescenzio.
You know, the shame about this game for Malvern-Paoli is, first off, the pitcher for them deserves a much better fate. Much better fate. But the errors and misplays that took place by Malvern-Paoli put him in a bad spot.
We're going to get a coach's timeout on the field. We're in the top of the fifth. Spring City on top, 8-4.
Looking for family-friendly, pet-friendly, waterproof floors? Carpet One has you covered. With a huge selection of waterproof flooring, including luxury vinyl, laminate, tile, and introducing Oath by Resista, the next generation of waterproof carpets. Soft, lush, and ultra tough. Spill, soil, and bleach resistant. With a 10-year no exclusions warranty. Carpet One Floor and Home, your choice for waterproof flooring.
For more than 50 years, Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery has served its community with expert dental care, offering patients dental implants and a full menu of procedures for many types of dental problems, including bone grafting, wisdom teeth, impacted canines, facial trauma, jaw surgery, oral pathology, TMJ disorders, and sleep apnea. Get the smile you've always wanted. Contact Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery today.
Welcome back. Nick Pellicciata will bat with two runners on and nobody out. His team is down 4. And Rod, the glaring number on the scoreboard is for Malvern-Paoli with 5 errors.
That certainly is glaring. You know what? Even the fog can't take that number away. Jeez. It's hard to win baseball games when you don't take care of the baseball.
Air is cooled a little bit, down into the 70s. But a beautiful night for baseball. There's some rain on the way next couple days. And more Canadian wildfires. There's a throw to first. Wow, alertly Chikota. He's so dangerous. He's one of the most underrated players in the league, this catcher from Pope John Paul.
And he had an open lane. That's what's nice about going down to first base with a right-hander. He had that open lane. I think a lower throw may have made that interesting.
High octane. See you later. Out number 1.
Paoli, second baseman, number 3, Michael Garrison.
Michael Garrison, number 3, will bat, and this kid's no joke, batting .412 in Legion Ball. Had a nice season for Great Valley. So Malvern-Paoli has 7 players from Great Valley, 2 from Malvern Prep. It's a nice area down there. The parental, I did my student teaching down that at Great Valley and at Conestoga. The parental support was unparalleled.
You know, it was good. When I was there, I was very happy. They were
Classy,
extremely
yeah.
supportive.
Yep.
I've had very few, parents want their kids to play. They want them to play short, hit third, fourth in the lineup.
Yep.
We get that. But they were always very supportive to me down there 9 years I was there.
Now Spring City's going to play the first baseman up and the third baseman up with a 4-run lead. I'm not in agreement with that.
Well, it opens up the 6 hole, which is between third and short, and it opens up the 4 hole between first and second. So I would not be in agreement with it either.
Yeah, you got a 4-run lead, only 1 out. Give up a run, that's okay, but get the out. Unless they know something we don't know about Garrison. Maybe that he's buntish. Runners on second and third, 1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. High heat, count runs full.
Pitch count's starting to get up there, 93. He may not get out of this inning without 100 pitches at this point with 1 out.
He was a graduate. He actually just got back from his freshman year of college. The pitcher for SpringCity, Garrett Weibel, goes wide to load the bases, but he attends Ohio State University. Played in the National Division II Club Baseball World Series.
Shortstop, number 17, Alex Bartlett.
Alex Bartlett, number 17. The tying run is at the plate with 1 out.
They have to make hay here because you don't get many chances 1 out with the bases loaded. They've got to at least play 2 runs here to continue to stay in this game.
Third baseman way up on the grass. First baseman up on the grass. And this is, I don't know, just a little surprising.
I am a little surprised because Nick, the head coach of SpringCity, was a heck of a third baseman. I'll tell you, he was a defensive
Yeah, that's what I heard.
stud down there.
Pitch count at 96. There was some bullpen activity between innings. Not sure if DeHaan will come in for the save. But DeHaan and Weibel are your 2 best pitchers for the summer. They don't have some of the pitchers off the Springford High School staff. And looks like that he's not bending his back. His release point is a little off right now. He's starting to lose it.
Yeah, he's lost it a little bit. Again, you start getting into that 90 to 100 range, and guys start to lose it a tad.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. A double play would be tailor-made. Nice breaking ball for strike 3. Garrett Weibel.
Paoli center fielder, number 5, Ryan.
That was a tough pitch. That was a tough pitch with 2 strikes. I know you've got to extend a little bit, left, right, up, down, but I thought that was a bit outside.
Ryan Over, the center fielder. Number 5 will bat. Been a lot of marginal pitches in this umpire. I'll give him credit. He's calling a pretty good game. I told him, you're going to be on YouTube. He's like, hey, that's cool. Now that, and then he missed one. See, I compliment him and he misses.
Yeah, I'm always careful about that.
Got to keep my mouth shut. Nowhere to put him. The bases are loaded. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Top of 5. It's a 7-inning game. He gets that one.
And he passed the century mark, so this could be his last hitter.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see him after this. 101 pitches for gutsy effort by Garrett Weibel. Still got velocity, but he's just a lot of balls high and away.
And that's usually a telling sign when the pitcher gets a little tired, ball gets up a little bit.
Shorten that stride a little bit, bend the back. That'll bring the ball down a little bit.
I think hitter, you got to look fastball all the way. He almost called it.
Ball 4, it was so close. That'll bring a run home. And I'm going to guess we're going to see a pitching change. There's a timeout on the field. It looks like SpringCity may be going to pitching change. We'll be right back. SpringCity on top, 8-5.
At Superior Credit Union, we believe in growing stronger together. So we provide products and services to fit your financial needs and accommodate your busy lifestyle. With convenient services like home banking, e-deposits, account alerts, and a free coin counter for members. Come see why Superior Credit Union is growing. Visit any one of our 3 locations in Collegeville, Royersford, and our brand new location in Pottstown. Superior Credit Union.
Yakalak Construction, serving the Tri-County area since 1946. Family owned, free estimates, all types of concrete work, sidewalks, foundations, steps, curbs, and more. Professional service and quality. Give them a call, 610-323-8134.
Welcome back, everyone. Number 13, Andrew Eras will pitch. He's an infielder pitcher, graduate of SpringCity High School, and he will be attending Penn State in the fall. He was on the PAC All-Academic team and naturally a first baseman, but also has picked up the trade at second base and has been a key reliever out of the bullpen.
Relieving isn't for the faint of heart. He's coming in with the bases loaded. Fortunately, 2 outs, so he just needs to get contact here.
Number 99, Will Hauser batting with the bases loaded. Right, I had my first mosquito of the summer land on my neck.
And you chart everything.
Well, there's malaria in the United States now. I don't know if you saw that on the news the other night. Swing and a miss. Eras. Critical situation here. He represents the go-ahead run.
I'm calling curveball here, Bernie. What do you think? 1, 2.
Absolutely. If you got a breaking ball, man, snap it off.
Ball in the dirt. Catcher steps on home. Needs to with the bases loaded. Nope.
He goes high heat.
I don't know.
High heat.
I'm not conceding that. I just think it didn't break it off.
He's a 9-hole hitter with a 300 batting average. Foul ball. Boy, you got a kid on the mound who's going to Penn State in the fall, and you got a kid batting that's going to Penn State in the fall. They'll get a chance.
They'll be at the whiteout games.
Talk a little trash in the student cafeteria. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of 5. SpringCity up 8-5 over Malvern-Paoli.
They may be looking for a snap throw down the first base. Nope.
Count is full. The runners will break.
Make him earn it. You can't give him free bases here.
Strike 3. Eras comes in and puts out the fire. After 4.5 to score. SpringCity 8, Malvern-Paoli 5.
Welcome to the beautiful historic Reading Country Club, now open to the public. Play the same course that Snead, Hogan, and Hagen played. Designed back in 1923 by renowned golf architect Alex Finley, the Reading has 18 championship holes. Now, after your round, just stop on by the Patio Grill for delicious food and a nice ice-cold beverage. Why not book your organization's next outing at the Reading Country Club? Hey, and by the way, check out the weekly exciting leagues. It's memorable now at the Reading. For more information, just check out the website, readingccgolf.com.
Hi, it's Rob with Keystone Window. Inflation got you? Make sure you call those other companies with free windows. When you call, ask if you can get the free ones first, just to make sure it's such a great deal. That'll get them scrambling. We will never inflate prices just to say free. Keystone's Energy Star windows installed for up to $80 off. I will save you thousands. Call Keystone Window today, 267-308-2500. Better windows and honest price.
Need new windows, pick up the phone. Keystone.
Yeah. Welcome back, everyone. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 7-inning game, American Legion Baseball. Rod Johnson, Gus Tellis, Bernie Gallagher bringing you all the action. Malvern-Paoli in black, SpringCity in white. A little Led Zeppelin in the background.
Batting up the bottom of the 5th for SpringCity. The catcher, number 20, Brandon Chakota.
Brandon Chakota will lead off for SpringCity. We have a new pitcher for Malvern-Paoli, Drew Kennedy, the right-hander on the mound.
That's interesting. He's a left-handed hitter, right-handed thrower. That's a little unusual.
Yeah, he's their 3-hole hitter. He is a real good player. All Chestmont can hit. Let's see if he can throw a little too. He was he caught the first 5 innings. Now he's going to go on the mound. You don't see that a lot. It's atypical. Ball right side.
I will tell you some of the best BP pitchers are catchers.
Yeah.
They have that short arm. The worst BP pitcher, excuse me for saying this because you were a pitcher, but the worst BP pitchers, I swear, are pitchers. They can't throw BP. Now, sometimes pitchers throw BP during the game and they get lit. And we call that a BP pitcher, right? But when they have to just throw balls in there for guys to hit before the game, they can't do it.
Well, see, when I didn't pitch, I was a catcher. Ooh, he's got a little velocity there, but it got away from him high. The count runs full. Again, SpringCity with a 3-run lead. They have 8 runs, only 4 hits. SpringCity with 2 errors. Malvern-Paoli 5 runs on 7 hits. But again, that eye-popping number on that scoreboard, 5 errors. All directed right at our managing director there, Gus Tellis. High definition. Man, if I were a coach or player in this league, I'd be watching all our games on YouTube. You get such an excellent angle of the pitches coming in. Strike 3. Waves at a fastball.
You can tell Gus is a veteran. He never flinched.
Yeah, he did not
City
move.
designated hitter, number 4, Connor Nafis.
So Connor Nafis will now step to the plate.
A quiet crowd today.
Yeah, a little more laid back. Nafis graduated Springford last year, 2022. Now attends Millersville University. What a spring they had. They were rated the #1 Division II college baseball team in the country. They made the Division II World Series, but I believe it was Angelo State won the Division II World Series.
That PSAC, the Pennsylvania State Athletic
ridiculous.
Conference, is just absolutely the bomb.
Oh, Kutztown, Westchester, Millersville. Yeah, Angelo State. And Lynchburg was the Division III champion. Good job by Nafis. Gets a base on ball. But Millersville was #1 all year. But right at the end of the year there, they got upset by Angelo State. We're going to get a pinch hitter or change in the lineup here. Number 10 for SpringCity. Step up, and that is Ryan Garvey, outfielder. Also a graduate of Springford 2022. Attends Penn State. Man, we got to get some Penn State tickets from these guys.
Wow.
We got a lot of Penn Staters here.
Ryan Garvey.
But Garvey was on the all-academic PAC team his senior year. And his 2nd year with the Legion program. So there's 1 out, runner on first. Bringing some smoke in there.
I was talking to Nick Rakowski last night on the phone, just trying to get a couple pieces of data for tonight, and he said what impresses him most about this team is they love playing together. He said his wife always kids him about getting to the park very, very early. He said, I get to the park at 4:15 for a 5 o'clock practice. My guys are already here. So we don't have time clock ball players here. They're not clocking in at 4:59.
Amazing. Off and running. Late throw into center field. He'll stay at second. Number 12, Sean Crawford, the pinch runner. Nice steal of second base.
That was a delayed steal.
Crawford will play college ball at Northampton County Community College in the fall.
That's a good program.
Strike 3. So Kennedy showing some pretty good stuff on the mound here, the right-hander, number 32.
You know, Bernie, just to describe that delayed steal, basically what the runner does at first base is takes a secondary lead, like he would normally take a secondary lead, but maybe take an extra step or two and then turn and go, looking for the middle infielders to not pay attention. And that's exactly what happened, and that's why he got the delayed steal.
Ruckman almost gets plunked. Top of the order with 2 outs. Springford looking for some insurance runs. Spring City, I should say. Nasty slider, great location.
Bernie, can you smell smoke?
Yes, I can smell it now.
I can. I looked to see whether or not the wind shifted, but it didn't, because all of a sudden, the last half inning, I started to smell some smoke.
Yep, Canadian Wildfire still with us. Whoa, he sails it back to the screen. And that will advance the runner to third with 2 outs.
That'll wake you up.
That's what I would do if I wasn't going to beat him, but I wanted to send a message. Just fire a high heater into the net.
Oh, come on, Bernie. You're better than that.
It's better than beating him. Foul ball. Remember when Randy Johnson did it? Who was batting?
John Kruk
John
in
Kruk.
the All-Star
Oh, my
game.
goodness.
And then he broke off a curveball.
Oh, a 6'10" guy, Hall of Famer, fires a 100-mile-an-hour fastball into the net, and then he's going to throw a breaking ball. Krucker's like, what? Inside, count runs full with 2 out. Spring City up 3, chance to go up 4. Runner on third base. Waves that hard fastball, and Kennedy does a nice job after 5 complete. Spring City 8, Malvern-Paoli 5.
Butter Valley Golf Course, conveniently located in the quiet rural setting of Valley, PA, just off Route 100. One of the nicest, most affordable 18-hole course in the region. With changing elevations, challenging greens, and scenic fairways, golfers of all ability levels are sure to enjoy their round. Butter Valley Golf Course is a great place to enjoy the game of golf with friends or family, young and old alike. Grab some buddies and grab a meal at the Runway Grill before or after your round. Butter Valley Golf Course.
At Superior Credit Union, we believe in growing stronger together. So we provide products and services to fit your financial needs and accommodate your busy lifestyle. With convenient services like home banking, e-deposits, account alerts, and a free coin counter for members. Come see why Superior Credit Union is growing. Visit any one of our 3 locations in Collegeville, Royersford, and our brand new location in Pottstown. Superior Credit Union.
We're back. Leading off, the leadoff hitter, number 1, Andrew Birchler. Eros, the right-hander on the mound. Came in and put out the fire. Boy, there's a ball right down the middle.
The guy third now, he's a good hitter.
Wind still blowing out to left field. Pulled off that left shoulder. Look at that Mike Schmidt. Keep your left shoulder down and in.
Yep. He could play a little bit.
He wasn't bad. 548 home runs, greatest fielding third baseman ever. Well, Brooks Robinson and him. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Nice play for Spring City. Moyer over to Kenning for the out.
He has a good time clock in his head. Most right-handers down the first baseline, 4.3, 4.5, 4.3, 4.5 seconds. So he had a good time clock in his head. Took his time, made the play on the run. I liked it. I like his movements.
Tyler Iams, arguably their best player, hiding him in that 2-hole.
Well, I can't be accused of recruiting anybody doing this job anymore since Cabrini's not going to have a team after this year.
Wow, that's sad.
It is sad. I feel so bad for the kids.
Yeah, the rumor mill had a merging, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But what happened to the merge?
Well, Villanova came in, had a few extra dollars.
Well, the only positive news I saw was some of the universities like St. Joe's are guaranteeing a tuition freeze, an academic credit freeze. You know, nothing will change on your resume, your major. So you can go to another college and still get your degree at the same price. But, you know, that's about the only positive in the whole situation.
Yeah, and I'm not sure when that takes effect. I don't know if it's right now or if it's after next year, because 2024 is Caprini's last year.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Eros come in, done a nice job in relief.
Some of the other teams that I heard, or schools that I heard that were jumping into that same thing St. Joe's was doing, is Holy Family. It's going to be their first year for baseball. Eastern and Gwynedd Mercy.
No Villanova?
Not to my knowledge.
Wow, I'm surprised. Breaking ball gets away from him high. Count runs even at 2-2. How about the College World Series? Did you enjoy that?
Oh, yeah, I really did.
Oh, man.
I was just disappointed in the last 2 games because all the other games were just amazing.
Yeah. LSU's got, they're projected to be number 1 and 2 in the Major League Draft. The 2 players, both from LSU.
I guess it was Cruz and then the pitcher, right? He throws,
outfielder and a pitcher.
Yeah, center fielder and the pitcher, right?
Yeah. Foul ball back up over the stand.
I just find it amazing how many college and pro pitchers throw 100 miles an hour. Everybody's throwing like 98 to 100 miles an hour. How's that possible? It's almost like I don't even trust the gun that's gunning them.
Yeah, it was. They used to say, you know, 95 is the new 90, now 100 is the new 95. It's like it just keeps on going up. One of the scientists on TV said at one point in time the human arm can only stand so much velocity. Look at John Smiley, Perk Valley. His humerus, upper arm bone, snapped on a fastball. There's a ground ball, base hit to the right side. Imes continues his hot hitting.
We have these guys throwing 95, 98, 100, and then they talk about the velocity off the bat. some of the velocity off the bat is like 115 to 119 miles an hour.
117 is the record, I think. Yeah, that's crazy. And the bat speed, 95, 96, 97, that's insane. So we have one out, runner on first, Kennedy, the catcher who's now pitching, left-handed hitter.
I like how he swings the bat, Bernie. He's got a quick bat.
Yeah, he really had a nice spring for Malvern Prep, hit .357. Now attends Tampa University down in Florida. He's got a short, compact swing, a lot like that McGonigal from Bonner-Prendy. Have you seen him out of Philadelphia?
I did. I saw some highlights on him.
Holy heck. For the casual fan out there, the shortstop from Bonner-Prendy High School in Philadelphia will go in the first round of the Major League Draft. What do you tell a kid like that? He's already accepted a scholarship to Auburn, but he's going to be, I looked at what the sliding scale, they're going to offer him about $2.4 million to not go to college. Would you advise the kid to take it?
Well, I've heard too many stories of local players even turning some good money down to go to college, and then they get hurt, or they don't perform to the level. I personally don't know how you can turn down $2.5 million. And
I'll take $1.4 million. You're going to wave $2.4 million in front of my nose to play baseball? I'm taking it. There's a runner off and running. Chakota on the bag, but it skips a little bit. And Moyer unable to come up with it, so it's a stolen base. Yeah, that's crazy. To go, he's probably going to go around between 10 and 15 in the draft.
And the other thing about it, it's not just the fact that he's getting $2.5 million or whatever it is. I'm not overlooking that, not minimizing that.
Right.
But it gives him extra years in the minor leagues to give him an opportunity instead of coming out of college being 22 years of age.
Yeah, you can take some part-time courses with your $2.4 million bonus. There's a pop-up. A nice, easy play for SpringCity. For SpringCity, I'm sorry. I'm so accustomed to being down here.
Left fielder, number 27.
Well, the other thing about college ball is if you do elect to go and get drafted, the major league teams pay for your college also. They throw that in there.
DeHaan now playing second base with a nice play on that pop-up. And now batting number 27, Anthony Crescenzio. He has been a bright spot for Malvern-Paoli.
There have been some key innings here for Malvern-Paoli where they gave away some runs by bad base running and bad defense, and then offensively also not being able to score more than a run with the bases loaded. One run. I thought that was key in the fifth inning where they only scored the one with the bases loaded.
Yeah, I like your point you made earlier. They ran themselves out of some rallies.
Yeah.
But they got a chance here to make it this kid's got some pop. A home run here would make it an 8-7 ball game. Nice late break on that. It's almost like a cutter slider. It's not really a curveball. The cut fastball kind of changed the game in the 80s.
Yes.
Mariano Rivera would just line up and say, I'm going to throw a cut fastball, and you're not going to hit it. That one's hit down the line. Fair ball. A run will come in. He is held to a single.
He called it foul.
So that is a fair ball.
No, I think he called it foul.
I don't think he. Are you serious? Now, normally they'll wave hard to the left. He did not. He put his hands straight up in the air. So he's coming back. He'll take a run off the scoreboard. Looked like a fair ball from here.
Wow. I don't know. I said we can really see the field.
Yeah, he
and I thought
confused the entire arena when he just stood there and put his hands in the air like he should be waving hard to the left, and everybody knows you mean that it's foul. Line shot right back at Eros. And he makes a magnificent play. Hold on. He's got his hands up in the air again.
Interference, I believe. Catcher's interference.
They're going to call catcher interference. So the hands went up in the air again, and that looks like that's going to be the call. So that is going to take an out off the book.
I'm not so sure how this can be overturned by the first base umpire. The home plate umpire's within a foot and a half of that.
He's asking for help. Again, there's no video replay for the umpires, so they are going to say that it is catcher interference. I don't like his motions. Like, I umpired a little bit. I'm okay. Now in that case, the hands up and above your head, stop, they hold it, we have a call here. But on that foul ball, there's not a soul in the stadium that knew what his call was.
I'm not so sure he knew. I'm not trying to be negative here. He may have lost the ball.
Yeah.
It's possible he lost the ball.
His body language was, I don't know where the ball is, and he wasn't really talking to anyone. All you have to do is, there's a ball in the dirt, both runners will advance. All you got to do is wave hard to the left, and everyone here will know it's a foul ball. Meanwhile, now we are a base hit away from an 8-7 ball game. Pellicchiata with a chance to do some damage here with 2 outs. Eros with the kick and the deal. High strike gets the call. 1 ball, 1 strike, 8-5, Spring City on top. Sails a little high. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Pitch count at 31. Swing and a miss. Count runs even at 2-2. Breaking ball, ground ball, shortstop. Moyer flips over to Kenning for the 3rd and final out after 5.5. Spring City 8, Malvern-Paoli 5.
At O'Donnell, Weiss & Mattei, our team approach makes all the difference.
Anyone entering a nursing home really should consult with an elder law attorney to see whether Medicaid is the appropriate option for them. It's really important to make sure that you have someone that's familiar with those rules, that works with those rules on a daily basis, that can guide you through the process. I specialize in elder law because I enjoy the clients that I work with, and I really like helping them find solutions for their problems.
OWM Law.
Your life, your business, your law firm.
For more than 50 years, Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery has served its community with expert dental care, offering patients dental implants and a full menu of procedures for many types of dental problems, including bone grafting, wisdom teeth, impacted canines, facial trauma, jaw surgery, oral pathology, TMJ disorders, and sleep apnea. Get the smile you've always wanted. Contact Pottstown Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery today.
We're back. American Legion Baseball. Rod Johnson, Bernie Gallagher, Gus Tellis bringing you all the action on the PCTV network powered by Tellis Vision. Spring City will bat now in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball.
You know, Gus just brought up an interesting point during the break. He's like, hey, the pitcher was the catcher. So the catcher, when he was the catcher, he must have thrown 100 balls back to the mound. Now he's on the mound, so does he now have 123 pitches?
Not to mention 8 warm-up throws in between innings, not to mention your throws down a second.
That's funny.
So he's up around 150. But the dangerous DeHaan now steps in. Ground ball to 3rd. Boy, he's had a lot of action, Crescenzio. Fires across. Nice stretch by Newell for out number 1. Now, Rod, when you played, by the way, Kenning
SpringCity
will
first
bat.
baseman,
When you
number
played,
7,
did you use pine tar on a wood bat?
I'm trying to think. In high school, no.
Okay.
In college, yes, but no gloves. And in pro ball, yes, and one glove.
Okay. I like 2 gloves. That's what Kenning has right now, especially in the warm weather. You don't have to deal with any problem with pine tar, sweat, rosin, nothing. It's just 2 gloves, them nice and dry. Keep a backup pair in your gym bag.
Well, I played in the Florida State League, and it got so darn hot down there in July and August. You tried anything and everything.
Right. Boy, this Kenning kid is really impressive. He's involved in the community. He volunteers at Sacred Heart Church in Royersford during masses on Sundays, and he not only made the All-Pac team, he made the All-District 1 team. That's a big honor.
Sure is.
Because there were some great talent in District 1 this year. Father Judge out of District 12, Philadelphia, ended up winning the state title, Class 6A.
Now, you go back 30 years ago, and the southern teams didn't pay much never mind to the Northeast, but they are now. There's a lot of really good players.
Yeah. You ready for our yogiism?
Yeah.
Rod, it gets late early out here.
That's a good one.
Boy, he waves at a fastball. This Kennedy kid has come in and kept the game close enough to steal at the end.
Third baseman, number 23, Brian Korchak.
Korchak will step to the plate. Korchak's first year with Spring City, leads the team in home runs.
Well, you know some things have gone amok, and you've mentioned this a few times, when you have 4 hits and 8 runs. So it doesn't take much to realize there had to be walks, hit batters, errors, because 4 hits should not be generating 8 runs, no matter what college you went to and what academia you were involved in. That math doesn't work.
Yeah, I can guarantee if I were coaching this game in our circle afterwards, I would get some excellent teaching points here. We didn't bring our A game tonight, and we still won.
Yeah,
so that's a
for
positive.
Spring City, right.
But let's look at what we need to improve.
Yeah.
Three balls, no strike. And good job. Korchak, an on-base machine. That'll bring number 5, Nick Moyer, to the plate. Rod, so much excitement in Cincinnati. You played in the Cincinnati organization in the minors. This Ellie Dela Cruz, amazing. What a great talent.
When you see a talent like that, a lot of times people kind of caution and say, well, let's see what happens when he goes around the second and third time. But right now, there's not many that have done the first time around what he's done.
Amazing.
He's a switch hitter, isn't he? I believe he's a switch hitter. I know he hits left, but I think he's a switch hitter also.
See if we get runnerish over there. There are 2 outs. Got a short lead. But Moyer got some extra base probabilities. He can hit some. He's hit a lot of gappers in the spring and summer. Kennedy bringing the smoke.
Yeah. Sometimes as a manager, as a coach, you're saying, oh man, should I start at this guy?
Well, the 5 errors Didn't do him any justice. Ball gets away, runner will advance. The ultimate goal for these teams, we mentioned the state tournament will be in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Quite a bus ride for a team from the east. But the ultimate goal would be the Legion World Series in Shelby, North Carolina. Defending champion Alabama.
Was Boyertown the last team that went to the World Series from the area?
Well, Boyertown, yes, their strike three far. Boyertown made the 03 World Series. That's all I can remember. But after 6 complete, 8-5, Spring City on top.
Hi, it's Rob with Keystone Window. Inflation got you? Make sure you call those other companies with free windows. When you call, ask if you can get the free ones first, just to make sure it's such a great deal. That'll get them scrambling. We will never inflate prices just to say free. Keystone's Energy Star windows installed for up to $80 off. I will save you thousands. Call Keystone Window today, 267-308-2500. Better windows and honest price.
Need new windows, pick up the phone. Keystone.
Hi, I'm Joe, and this is Chris, and many of you know us. And we'd like to welcome you to our new showroom here at 618 North Reading Avenue in Boyertown, where we offer Kohler faucets, Moen faucets as well, vanities, tubs, and many accessories.
Here we have an operating, high-efficiency, Energy Star rated American Standard furnace combined with a variable speed AC condenser. Let us install one today to start saving you money throughout the heating and cooling season.
Here at Patriot, we now offer kitchen and bath designs.
So come visit us today at 618 North Reading Avenue or visit our website at www.patriotnp.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Spring City 3 outs away from advancing. Number 3, Mike Garrison will bat.
Nice stroke.
Nice stroke. Base hit into right center. Eros, the right-hander on the mound, has done a nice job. He's got 34 pitch count, but he's kept his score fixated at 8-5. Number 12. Let me get sure there wasn't a change here. Number 17, Alec Bartlett. Nobody out, runner on first, tying run on deck.
This is where I yelled at my defense, keep the double play in order. So if there's a base hit and the runner on first goes to third, so what? Keep the runner, keep the hitter on first.
Would you play the first baseman behind the runner with a 3-run lead?
I would not, because I really want to set up a double play. I'd still want to make sure we get a double play out of this ground ball.
Eros with the kick and the deal. Line shot, base hit. Oh no! Great play, almost a double play. Wow. That's Dehan, and they're going to try, and he takes second base. They get an out of it. Dehan with a nice play on what looked like a base hit. So they get the big one, they get the first out. But the runner does advance.
But that's the type of thing, and we'll talk to the winning coach after this game. But I got to tell you, that's the type of thing that in an 8-5 game, maybe you win the game 8-5, doesn't look like a big thing. In a one-run game or a tie game, that's a huge play there. They got to, Spring City's got to they got to shape up a little bit on that stuff too.
Ryan Over will step in, number 5.
It's interesting to me, and I run chaos drills with my defense. And chaos means I just call bases out during a practice and they throw the ball to whatever base. Because you saw what happened with chaos here today, both teams, they didn't do well with it.
Nice fastball high. Over chases it. Again, both these teams should get a bye in the first round of the playoffs. Spring City, should they hold on and win here, I believe will come close to clinching the 1 seed. Malvern-Paoli has already clinched the 2 seed. Strike 3. Eros doing a splendid job in relief.
Paoli, first baseman, number 99, Will Hauser.
Will Hauser, Penn State bound. Number 99, what a cool number.
Wild
That.
thing.
Is it Wayne Gretzky's number, right? Number 99.
So I noticed they didn't tack on an error there. That would have been an error on the second baseman. So there's actually been 8 errors, not counting some of the mental errors tonight. It was a clean game for a while, and then it got a little silly.
Yep. Waves at a, looks like a cutter. As I mentioned, these two teams played on June 9th. Spring City won that game 17-7. Gets the call high and tight. They're 1 strike away from a victory. The Spring City team has scored 84 runs in this summer and allowed only 53. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Paoli. Spring City has scored 111 runs. How about that, Rod? Spring City has scored 111 runs and allowed only 24.
That's a nice ratio. And that's what gets you 12 or 13 to 1, right? Right? 13
That'll
to
do
1,
it.
that'll do it.
That'll do it. Only allowing 24 runs on the season. Ball foul back to the right side. Spring City's only loss was to Phoenixville by a score of 7-6. That was the season opener. They were 0-1, so when they hold on here, that'll be 13 in a row in their win streak.
I wish not to take anything away from Phoenixville. A win is a win, but Spring City wasn't playing with a full team because the high school team was still in the playoffs.
Yep.
But a win is a win, and a loss is a loss. That's how it works out.
Yeah, the team that has given Spring City some problems has been Exton. You have to keep an eye on them in the tournament. They had 2 close games to Spring City, 8-5 and 5-2. Full count. Strike 3. Eros gets the job done. Your final score, Spring City 8, Malvern-Paoli 5. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Looking for family-friendly, pet-friendly waterproof floors? Carpet One has you covered. With a huge selection of waterproof flooring, including luxury vinyl, laminate, tile, and introducing Oath by Resista, the next generation of waterproof carpets. Soft, lush, and ultra tough. Spill, soil, and bleach resistant. With a 10-year no exclusions warranty. Carpet One Floor and Home, your choice for waterproof flooring.
This is the year you're going to improve your game. No excuses. And the pros at Blackwood Golf Academy are here to help. With their 23-acre all-grass driving range, full-service pro shop, and computerized swing analysis, Blackwood Golf Academy will get your game up to par. Need lessons? Individual and group instruction with head pro Chris Carr will shave strokes off your game and make you the envy of your next foursome. Blackwood Golf Academy, a country club setting open to the public, adjacent to Blackwood Golf Course in Douglasville.
Welcome back, everyone. 8-5, our final. Spring City victorious over Malvern-Paoli in American Legion Baseball. We are pleased to be joined here with Nick Rakowski, head coach at Spring City, Rod Johnson, our color commentator, and Bernie Gallagher. Coach, I'm going to hand it to Coach Johnson for a quick game question.
Hey, as an ex-Spring City coach and you as an ex-Spring City player, a win's a win. But from a detail-oriented standpoint, what do you take away from this game?
Well, like you said, first thing, win is a win. We had a couple days off there. We have been playing a while here for about a week or so, but getting back into it. Need to clean up the hitting, getting the timing back there. But like you said, win's a win, and we'll take it from there.
Very good.
Coach, when looking over the data, getting ready for tonight's game, one of the things that was glaring, stuck out to me was your team has scored 111 runs this season and only allowed 24. How do you attribute that?
Good pitching, good defense, and good hitting. We have pitchers that put the ball in play a lot, and we have fielders that make a lot of plays. I think we had only 12 errors coming in, which is averaging about an error a game, which as a defensive guy, that's a little too much, but we're fielding the ball well, we're throwing the ball well, and we're hitting extremely well.
And how is Dahan? Is the arm okay? He was scheduled to be the starter tonight. You went with the last-minute lineup change. Dahan ready to go?
Yeah, he's ready to go. He'll be throwing against West Lawn in a non-league game on Sunday. The reason for the switch is because we had a couple games last night that got canceled, so just push the rotation back a game.
And final question, looking at your results, I saw Exton had 2 fairly close games with you. They're a team to keep an eye on in the tournament. What did you see from them?
Exton's a very good team. They won our league last year. They made it to the regionals, same as us. They can pitch, they play defense, they hit a bit. Malvern-Paoli is an excellent team, as you saw today. They can hit the ball. So it's, there's a lot of good teams in our league that can win this. The records might be a little lopsided right now, but when it comes to playoffs, throw all that out the window.
Well, you're making us proud. You're 13-1, cruising towards that 1 seed and a first-round bye. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, we're going to just close it up. You're free to leave now. Thank you. Rod, just a quick finalization of this. When you look at the scoreboard, you see 5 runs in the bottom of the 4th, and you see another 5 on the board, 5 errors for Malvern-Paoli.
There was a lot of chaos that happened tonight. I thought the game was going rather well. It was pretty smooth. The starter for Malvern-Paoli, he didn't deserve the fate that he got. He really pitched well tonight, I thought. And the reliever came in, who was the catcher. He threw the ball, popped the ball pretty well. But you just can't survive 5 errors. And it wasn't just on the defensive end. On their offensive end, they ran into a couple outs.
2 times.
And they didn't take advantage of bases loaded and less than 2 outs. So this game really could have gone a different way if there would have just been less mistakes on Malvern's I'm used to Paoli since I coached at Paoli.
Say it, Paoli Cardinals.
Yeah, Paoli Cardinals. Malvern-Paoli.
Pirates.
Pirates. Right.
And then the final note on Spring City, Weibel, gutsy effort, the starter. Eros comes in, lights out.
Yeah, he really came in a tough situation, bases loaded, and he got a strikeout. And then that was the inning that I thought Malvern-Paoli really needed to make hay, and they didn't do it there. But you know what, Spring City, they didn't play as well as I've seen them play, and probably not as well as they need to play moving forward. They're not going to win games with just 4 hits.
Excellent point. So meanwhile, they go to 13-1, looking for a first-round bye. Playoffs only about 10 days away. Final score 8-5, Spring City over Malvern-Paoli. For Gus Tellis, Rod Johnson, I'm Bernie Gallagher. Thanks for watching. That's a wrap. We are out.
Welcome to Theo's Jarls.
Hi, I'm Martha, and this is my brother Donnie. Our parents, Theo and Maria, started this business here at Quakertown Farmers Market 34 years ago. When they immigrated from Greece in 1979, they opened their first location on Broad Street in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
We've also been doing Music Fest and Celtic over the years.
Over the years, we've developed a great customer following and are known for having the best gyros. We use the freshest ingredients and make our own tzatziki sauce daily. Pair a gyro sandwich with fresh cut fries. Let's make them break and add feta cheese. Finish it off with a piece of baklava.
Hi folks, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. How can I help you today?
I get a gyro, no onions.
Of course. Anything to drink for today?
I'll have a birch beer.
Yes, sir. We only have 1 size. Is that okay?
Yep.
Great. Any fries or pierogies for today?
Side fries.
Yes, sir. I'm Theo, and I help out my aunt and uncle at Theo's Gyros. My grandfather and my grandmother started this restaurant 30 plus years ago, and we're still going strong. Thank you for coming in.
I'd like to say, in my best Brooklyn accent, Theo's is the best.
We've been coming here for 20 plus years, 35 miles from Clinton, New Jersey. We've been to Athens, my wife and I, and we asked for a gyro, and we concluded that Theo's was better, and we've told them. Theirs is the best. The service here is wonderful. Theo, little Theo, who's about 6 foot, Maria, Joy, Martha, and Don. You couldn't ask for better people. You leave here with a smile.
If you want the best gyros, come visit us in the Corrigan Town Farmers Market. Thank you so much, guys.
Καλή όρεξη.